Did you get out of bed today imagining that people showed up falling out of their bed saying, "Here, let me pay for your services"? Chances are that's not how it happened. Most business owners have this imaginary idea that if I build it, they will come. And they don't. They don't come. You really struggle to find consistent clients, and you have a dangerous place in the sand where you think, I might have an expensive hobby and not a viable business. It takes more than just an idea to create a business. You need solid foundations. You need to know who you're serving, what the value is, and why you are the right person for a very small group of people. And until you get crystal clear on that, business is going to continue to be a struggle. So if you're done struggling or thinking, how on earth do I stop struggling? We need to have a conversation. I'm a business success coach who helps people create the lifestyle they want and create a thriving business without working yourself 100 hours a week for little to no profit. Curious if that could be your reality? It can. Let me show you how. So I am Christine Campbell Rappin, and I want you to meet my business, Clear Acceleration Incorporated.
There are tens of thousands of small and medium businesses around the world. Some of them might have the product, service, or solution that you have been looking for. In this series, we meet entrepreneurs and find out how you can benefit from what they have to offer. Micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises provide more than 2/3 of all jobs worldwide. These types of entrepreneurs support their community and contribute to its identity. Let's meet one of these people today and find out more about them on Meet My Business.
So I am Christine Campbell Rappin, and I am the owner and founder of Clear Acceleration Incorporated. First thing I want you to know about me is what I do. I actually teach people, mentor people, and coach people to create the solid foundations of business success. That is clearly starting with the end in mind, identifying where your gaps are, and helping you bridge them. So that's a mix of accountability, skill development, whether that is selling, networking, communicating about your business, and most importantly, having a business model that allows you to create revenue consistently without killing yourself in the process. So you might be wondering, how on earth do I do that? Well, to me, it is about creating the demand for your services and not simply showing up believing in the Kevin Costner Field of Dreams business strategy, which is if I build it, they will come. You need to create demand for your services. And I'm a big proponent, if you are not 6 figures or more in your business, to focus on 3 organic strategies. Number 1, you need to learn to speak about your business. That can be both one-to-one, speaking on stage, but number 1 thing, you need to get the message out. So we talk about speaking and how to use your story. Second thing is networking. Your business will be built on strangers. So we must get you meeting new people more ways, more often. And networking can be a great way to do that. But if networking isn't leading to one-to-one meetings, client growth, referral partners, and consistent new ideas, you are doing something wrong. Strategy number 3 is about hosting events and using shared platforms to get momentum in your business. So through these 3 organic strategies, we build the demand for your services so that you can truly have an audience who wants what you have, is curious to know more, and is willing to pay for the expertise you bring to the table. So the reason I am such a big fan of these 3 key strategies to build traffic is that this is what I do in my business. And I have helped in my career over 400 small business owners from all around the world create revenue, profit by serving clients they want. I am someone who didn't set out to be a coach, and I always think that's in my favor. I knew I would build my own business. And even when I started it 1 hour a day, it doubled every year, and it doubled because I knew the right things to focus on. These strategies are great, but the know-how of bringing it together is what I bring to the table. Clear strategy, clear accountability, and the know-how with great success behind me to do it with you so that you can repeatedly do it in your business. It's everything when you're in action, because action creates momentum, momentum creates movement, and movement is how you accelerate the growth of your business. So I love business owners, but it is heartbreaking to go into networking meetings or to meet fellow peers and see them struggling in their business. They sound just like everybody else. They are so passionate, but it's clear there is no revenue, no impact, and a great mystery of how on earth do I do this? And I am driven to create ripples of change. We know that the world, your economy, and your family needs small business to succeed. You need to beat the odds. How do you beat the odds? Having clear strategy. The best thing I can tell you is riding shotgun with a peer and saying, let's build the business. Let's define success on your own terms and show you the path and drop the struggle. Because honestly, if I sit in one more meeting where I watch an amazing person give up on their dreams, I might just go crazy. And nobody wants that. The key thing when it comes down to creating success on your own term is that you need a roadmap. And the best business hack I can tell you after being in the corporate world and being headhunted from everything from startup to big companies is that you need the roadmap. And the best hack you can do is model behavior from others that are further ahead in your journey. So I said, I use these 3 strategies. You can watch me, see if I am a credible witness and be a guide in your world. But the key thing for you is that you not have to have the roadmap at an intellectual level. We need boots on the ground. We need to get moving. I will tell you, you do not create momentum by thinking about it. You do by getting messy, doing it together. And the best part of working with me is you don't do it solo. There's a great myth in the solopreneur mindset, which is I must figure everything out on my own. It's a lie. Best smart business owners collaborate, use their peers, and seek guidance. That's what I'm offering you, an invitation to have someone show you the way, create that roadmap together, and hold you accountable for taking the scary actions that really lead to impact, income, and momentum and ripples of change. That is really, truly why you got out of bed today. I've got a couple of video testimonials.
Hey, it's Greg Belongia here with Top Dog Sales and Marketing, Megapix Media. Listen, I wanted to take a quick shout out to Christine Campbell Rappin. I attended her presentation course the other day. You know, it's interesting. I've been doing presentations for a long time. I've done a ton of them. It's a good refresher, good time to go and get checked in again. And you know what? She did not disappoint. She has some great material. One of the biggest things that she came up with is she taught me, my big takeaways was keeping it about the customer, keeping it about the client. I can be fairly technical. I know a lot of my stuff, and sometimes I get lost in what I know, and I can just do a product dump because it's all great stuff because, you know, I know what I like and I like what I know. But you know what? It really paused me to take a step back and take a look and, okay, what's in it for the client? What's in it for the customer? That was pretty good. But then Christine offered to do a one-on-one. And that was very timely because I got tapped to do a presentation on the overview of my company. And I put it together. It went pretty good. But then I had a one-on-one session with her. And she was incredible, to say the very least. She really understands the psychology behind presenting, not only how to present the material, how do you present with some action or some enthusiasm, and how do you make it personal, and how do you make it pop? So thank you, Christine. It was fantastic work, and I guess we'll see. The proof will be in the pudding the next couple of days when I actually go to deliver, but great process. You know, do yourself a favor, even if you've been doing this for forever. I always ask myself, yes, I know that, but how good am I at it, really? So if that's the case where you're not used to presenting and this is new on you, you know what? Do yourself a favor. This is top class training, and I highly recommend it.
Hello, my name is Anna Thellman. I'm a life coach and self-love advocate, and I am a former client of Christine. I met Christine at a networking event, and I seeked her out for a chat, just a virtual coffee to get to know each other better. And while we had that chat, she asked me, so what is your vision? And I said, well, I'm building an empire here. And she was yeah, of course you do. And I was like, wow, that woman believes in me. There is no what? And that was my first or biggest positive impression to start with. And a couple of weeks later, I got to a point in my business where I thought that I need a better messaging. And that's when I just remembered how she reacted, the positive feeling she gave me, and all the insight she just shared with me without ever asking me if I want to work with her. And I thought, I like that. I like the vibe. I like her as a person. And I love that she has so much knowledge. Let's give her a call. So we had another call, and she was pouring with all the insight again until I said, keep it. I want to work with you. When can we start? And we started, and we had 3 amazing months. I told her my messaging needs help. I feel like my messaging isn't clear enough. And instead of just jumping in and seeing where I am and what we can improve, no, we started from the basics. It's like, Anna, who are you? Who do you want to serve? What do you want to achieve? And it turns out I was on the wrong path. Now I feel like, yes, I'm a life coach. Yes, I'm a self-love advocate. But before I was struggling with identifying myself with the person that I thought I wanted to be. And with her help, with her exercises, with her sharing her knowledge, with the homework I got, and just being there, listening to when I had a little breakdown, and being there when I had things to celebrate. All of that helped me to find out who I actually want to serve and who I am as a coach. And for that, I'm very, very thankful and grateful. So I can only recommend working with Christine.
I am someone who has the courage to ask the tough questions, who sparks curiosity, who is willing to put in the work with you and beside you, and know that this is about building foundations. How do I measure success? It is about you being able to have the skills in your business to create repeated success over and over and over again. And I said, and I was quoted on it on a recent platform, it got shared out on LinkedIn, which is this simple adage to how I build my business. I never look for clients, and you shouldn't need to either. What I do is look for problems to solve, people I can support, and ways I can contribute. When you do this, have a clear message, are a credible messenger, the best thing happens. People show up into your ecosystem and say, okay, I'm in struggle. Tell me what it's like to work with you. And the best part about that is clients come back, refer me on, and come back to me years later and say, your voice is still in my head. And I reiterated and changed my business and continued to change my business. But you know what? I'm getting closer to the life I want. And it's partly because you're the voice inside my head. And I always think that's such a beautiful compliment because it's usually said in glowing terms. I want you to know that if you are called to be successful, you absolutely can make it happen. The key thing is deciding to close the back door. You do not need to get there on your own. You do need to have a vision. You need to have a roadmap and understand this simple truth. You don't start with all the answers. You become the leader you need. The first and last person you must always lead is yourself. So lead yourself to the next level. And if you need friends, again, let's have a conversation. So the key thing is starting off with, what the heck do I want to do? That's often the biggest question, is we think we need to have all of our ducks in a row. So I have a number of free resources that I want to point you to. You can find them on my website, which is www.christinecampbellrappin.com. The other key awesome thing is check out the events tab. There are free resources on learning to how to use storytelling and presenting your business confidently and with passion. There's free resources on networking and mastering your infomercial so that you stand out and make curious questions, that people want to come spend some time with you. And third thing, you're going to find this amazing community, Fempreneur. Fempreneur is an amazing movement that I am part of at a global scale. It's really clear that you have to get clear on your values. Like attracts like, and there's some free resources that you want to take advantage of in the Fempreneur community. So lots of options to come start building your path to success. So come visit and be part of the community. So you can find me in 3 awesome places. Number 1, the ecosystem of my whole world is my website, which I've shared with you, www.christinecampbellrappin.com. Number 2 is I run a free community, and you can find that on Facebook. This is your chance to network, get free coaching tips, and collaborate with your peers, people who will accept you right where you are on your journey. So come join the community on Facebook. You will also find a link to that on the website. The third place is I'm a business owner, so come network with me. Come connect to me on LinkedIn. My name, Christine Campbell Rappin. Let's start a conversation. So the perfect client for me is somebody who is done with the struggle. Consistent client growth is a problem. And you're saying, I need a solution. I know I'm driven to make impact. How do I do it? You've been in business typically less than 5 years, and you are struggling to create consistent momentum. And you're done with the roller coaster. You're a service-based entrepreneur, which means you're selling something intellectual versus physical, and you want to make a difference. It is time to put your heart into the world, get impact created, and struggle no more with consistent client growth. Honestly, from somebody who's worked with 400 businesses, it shouldn't be this hard because it doesn't need to be this hard. So let's have a conversation. So thank you for spending time with me. I trust that the next time you are looking for consistent client growth, you will consider me. You're welcome to share my details with your network. I greatly appreciate you. Go out and make it happen. So my name is Christine Campbell Rappin. I can't wait to meet you. I am the owner of Clear Acceleration Incorporated.
Make sure you support micro, small, and medium businesses. They provide authenticity, originality, and quality. They drive innovation because they want customers to come back. They are part of and help define our communities because they are headed not by executives, but by people. More importantly, you can benefit from their excellent personalized customer service. Find the contact details of today's business in the description and comments. And join me next time as we discover another business in Meet My Business. Meet My Business is a Baird Media production. For show credits and more information, visit baird.media.